brought to you by Hy-Vee, Casey's General Stores, Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons. We keep you in the game. Of course, Grinnell Mutual, Shields, Quest, all of our great Friday Night Live sponsors, Des Moines Imports, Toyota Des Moines. And now let's go to our Des Moines Imports game of the week. It's up north. It's up there with our buddy Mike Ferlazzo, ADM Adel at Ballard Huxley. Give us an update there, Michael.
Well, the update is, Mike, 7:20 to go on a running clock here in the third quarter, and it's now 9th-ranked Ballard 17 and 7th-ranked ADM 14. And Ballard struck fast after the two teams went 3 and out, traded some punts. It was Jack Carney taking in the 64-yard pass from Tanner Wetterman, the quarterback, who actually rolled right and threw off his back foot as he felt some pressure, and he lofted a beautiful pass down to Carney, who just got one step on the defensive back, who slipped down. He took it the rest of the way, 64 yards again for the score. Taylor Jennings added the extra point, and at 8:49 of the third, the Bombers had their first lead at 17-14. But I'll tell you what, ADM on the march right now. They're on their own at 47, but they just went for a 4th-and-2 fake punt and completed a 15-yard pass to Jared Grove to keep it alive. So ADM now on the march as we certainly have a good one in this Des Moines Imports game of the week. 6:24 to go here in the third. It's Ballard 17 and ADM 14 with this Toyota Des Moines Sideline Report from Friday Night Live. I'm Mike Ferlazzo.
Thank you, Michael. Let's go to the birthday boy, Randy McCoy. He's at his alma mater, Bondurant Farrar, the Blue Jays, as they take on Roland Story. Give us an update, Randy.
Guys, 11:05 to go in the ball game. It is Roland Story 7, Bondurant Farrar 0. The Norseman able to get a 15-yard touchdown run from Kenton Smith after the stop from the Blue Jays 4th and 10 at the Roland Story 31. Right now, guys, the Blue Jays got the ball 4th and 1 on the Roland Story 23. They fall forward for the first down. It's 10:51 to go in the ball game. Blue Jays on the move. Right now, though, Roland Story 7, Bondurant Farrar 0. Your Toyota Des Moines Sideline Report from Blue Jay Field in Bondurant. This is Randy McCoy.
Thank you very much, Randy McCoy. Young man's birthday tonight. He's doing, we give him the extra effort.
I sent him to the game he wanted to go to as a birthday present.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I was this young man like him that I'd even want to be at a game on my birthday.
He loves this. He lives for this.
He does.
Friday nights.
And he does a great job. And when he first started with us, he struggled, he fumbled, he stumbled, he bumbled, and he's gotten smooth.
He's gotten better, and we still are the same.
Yeah, we're still the same schlubs, fumbling, stumbling, and bumbling as we try to bring you all the scores from across the state. It's all of our great affiliates and, of course, our Toyota Des Moines Sideline reporters.
You were worried about reports tonight?
I was, wasn't I?
I told you, man.
Do you want me to apologize on
air?
No,
not at all. No apology needed. I
wasn't pointing fingers at you. I was just a little concerned. But
yeah.
My gosh, guys are coming out of the woodwork. They're doing a great job. We've got great games across the state. We've got some mild upsets. We've got some games that, we talked about that Ballard Huxley and ADM game, and all of a sudden that's gone a different direction. Tim Dare out there at that Van Meter and Pella Christian game, that switched to now Harlan's up 28-20 over Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln. There's an update for you, 28-20. The Harlan Cyclones, as they do battle against the Lynx of Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln, another one of those contests we've been talking about, Tone, 3A versus 4A tonight.
Yeah, and Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln still, if you lose to Harlan, that doesn't take away anything that's happened in their
season. It takes points
season.
away, playoff points. That's the bad deal.
Oh, but, I mean, they're playing pretty good football regardless.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
but you and I have talked about that.
Yes.
It's a no-win situation for these 4A schools when they're playing these 3A schools.
I bet you the Council Bluffs Stadium's never been filled that way in a long time.
I think we could go over and it's safe assumption that the lights are turned out in Harlan right now.
Yes.
Hey, let's go up west. It's a battle. It's a tremendous game. Jacob Hall on the call, West Lyon at Western Christian, and what was deadlocked a few moments ago. Give us an update there, would you, Jacob?
You bet, guys. With 55 seconds left, Western Christian just scored their second fourth quarter touchdown to go ahead 14-7 against Class 1A second-ranked West Lyon. The Wolfpack, without starting quarterback Jake Granstra since early in the game, leaned on Ben Van Tol in the second half. He had an 80-yard run to set up the first score. This time on 2nd and 8 from the West Lyon 39, they called a halfback pass, and he completes it for 29 yards to Davis Finchel. 2 plays later, Van Tol runs it in from 10 yards out. West Lyon's taking over with 53 seconds left from their own, 38-yard line. West Lyons turned the ball over twice in the second half in Western Territory, 3 times tonight in Western Territory,
And right now, we'll see if the Wolfpack defense can't hold on for what most would consider an upset win. With 53 seconds left, it's Western Christian 14, West Lions 7. With this Toyota of Des Moines Sideline Report, I'm Jacob Hall.
Hey, Jacob, for everybody listening, Jacob Hall is a Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Rider graduate. The reason there's more emotion and joy in your voice because your wife's a graduate of Whole Western Christian, correct?
Yeah, she is, but I'm just generally excited. We had about 27 punts in the first half, so I'm just excited to actually move up and down the field for something worth covering. They put me on punt coverage team tonight. They could have.
All right, Jacob, that's our own Jacob Hall. He was an intern for me years ago. A great kid, moved up there and married a volleyball player. Jacob's about 5'8". Wife's about 6'2", beauty. And she was on one of those state championship Whole Western Christian volleyball teams. And I think that's why he's ecstatic, because his wife is a happy woman. Hey, let's go back out west. Tim Dara, Pella Christian, Van Meter Bulldogs. That was a tight one a little while ago. Give us an update, Tim.
Well, we just ended the third quarter. It was just 11:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Van Meter has the ball on their own 3rd and 5. And Pella Christian, Van Meter, it's been a case of self-destruction in the second half. They had two fumbles deep into their own territory, which led to 2 Pella Christian touchdowns. Then Pella Christian was pinned back in a 3rd and 20 play, but it was a face mask call that ended up, instead of being 3rd and 20, gave them a first down. Subsequently, you had a Kyle Nickel 25-yard pass to Trey Hugan. The extra point by Hugan was also good, and with 51 seconds to go in the third quarter, that gave Pella Christian a 27-19 lead over Class A Van Meter, and right now that's the way it is here early in the fourth quarter. 11:25 to go. Van Meter football got a first down now around their own 45-yard line. 27-19 Pella Christian. Van Meter still trying to hang in there with a possible tying touchdown and 2-point conversion.
All right, TD, keep us posted out west there. That's Toyota Des Moines Sideline Report. Of course, we're also brought to you by, as I mentioned, Casey's General Stores. Right now, you can pick up a large one-topping pizza for $10 and get one topping free while you're there as well. Register to attend, win a trip to the 2011 Super Bowl. And we're also brought to you by Des Moines Imports, more import brands under one roof than any dealer in Iowa, including Kia, Mitsubishi, Suzuki, and Saab, located 1 block north of I-8035 in Grimes. Or visit them on the web at DesMoinesImports.com. And, of course, Burger King, with 20 locations to serve you in central Iowa, from Newton to Carroll, Ames to Altoona. Stop by a Burger King after the game, and while you're listening to the Friday Night Live scoreboard show, throw down a Whopper. Hey, let's go out to Monty DeArmond, Rockford at Northwood Kensett. We haven't heard from him in a while. You got an update for us, Monty?
Yeah, the game is over here in Northwood. Rockford, the winner, 13-7. Rockford led 13-0 at halftime. Northwood Kensett's Dylan Nitcher scored at the 9:24 mark in the third quarter on a 2-yard run. Nick Werner with the PAT kick. And all the scoring was done for the game at that point. Rockford 13, Northwood Kensett 7. Scott Paulson, the quarterback for Rockford, finishes with 21 carries, 128 yards, and he was 1 for 2 passing for 18 yards. So the final at Northwood, number 9, Rockford 13, Northwood Kensett 7. For the Toyota of Des Moines Sideline Report for Friday Night Live, this is Monty DeArmond.
Thank you, Monty, for that report. You want to throw a couple of scores there, Tone, before we take a break?
I can do that. Let's get caught up in some of the area scores here in Central Iowa in Class 4A. Ankeny leads at the half over North, 27-6. Fort Dodge into the third quarter with a 10-0 lead over Urbandale. Likewise, West Des Moines Valley over Indianola, 10-0. Johnston now 21-13 lead over Marshalltown. It is Mason City 35, Des Moines Hoover 6 at the half. Southeast Polk moves to the third quarter with a 21-7 lead over Waukee. Dowling Catholic an easy time right now with Des Moines East 49-7. Grinnell with a shutout of Des Moines Roosevelt in the third, 28-0. And Ames at the half over Ottumwa, 10-7. In Class 3A, Carroll 7-3 lead and as they move to the third quarter over Dallas Center Grimes. Kemper Catholic of Carroll leads Atlantic in the third, 13-7. Norwalk into the third quarter with a 13-6 lead over Creston Orient Maxburg. Carlisle with a short lead over Winterset in the fourth, 21-17, and ADM and Vidal trailing Ballard. Last report was 17-14 in the third quarter. Those are some of the scores. Boone over Perry, 7-0 as well from around the area in the Class 3A.
Let's bang out three quick Toyota Des Moines sideline reports, and we'll take a break. Let's first go out to our Shields game of the week. Larry Kotler, Southeast Polk, Waukee. What do you got for an update, Larry? Larry Kotler? Scott Jackson?
Hey, guys. We've got an update for you here from Tubwell, where the Aimsville Cyclones have taken the opening kickoff of the second half, and Kyle Anderson has caught fire in the passing game. He was 5 of 5 on the latest drive and completed the drive with his legs, and he ran in for 8 yards out to put Ames on top by the score of 17-7 with 8 minutes and 17 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Ames with 17 straight points on the board to lead the Bulldogs by 10 here at Schaefer Stadium. In a Tubwell, Scott Jackson reporting for Friday Night Live.
Thank you very much. Now let's go out to that Shields game of the week with Larry Kotler. Southeast Polk, Waukee. Give me an update, Larry.
Okay, 4:50 to play in the third quarter, and Southeast Polk has tacked on another touchdown. It's 28-7 Rams over Waukee. After Waukee had held Southeast Polk on downs, a punt, and then on the first play of scrimmage from the 19-yard line, Waukee fumbled the snap from center. Actually, it was an attempted handoff. The ball was fumbled, recovered by Brian Varisco at the 14-yard line. 3 plays later, it was a pass from Kyle Starcevich to Zach Warren, 9 yards for the score. First touchdown pass tonight for Starcevich. Jake Sargent tonight has been outstanding. 14 carries, 154 yards for the Rams, who continue to lead this football game, and again, lead it now by 21. It's 28-7, Southeast Polk over Waukee, 4:15 to play in the third quarter. With this Toyota of Des Moines sideline report for Friday Night Live, I'm Larry Kotler.
Thank you, Larry. Let's go up Northwest Iowa again. Quick report from Jacob. You got an update, West Lyon, Western Christian.
Yeah, West Lyon scored a touchdown with 29 seconds left on a 5-yard run by Trevor Snyder. Adam Tunison set it up with a 37-yard catch. West Lyon decided to go for 2. Western wasn't ready. They take a timeout. After the timeout, the Wildcats fumble the snap, and with 29 seconds left, Western still clings to a 14-13 lead. West Lyon's going to have to try an onside.
All right. Thanks for that update. Toyota Des Moines sideline report and that barn burner up in Northwest Iowa. Let's take a break. We'll be back for more scores and reports from around the entire state on Friday Night Live on the Iowa Sports Connection Radio Network.